Hi everyone, welcome to SUG Columbus July session. We have Sumit Damodaran from Sitecore today. Sumit is a senior product manager at CDP in Sitecore. He has more than 20 years of experience and he has been working with Sitecore almost in Sitecore for almost last 7 years now. In Sitecore community, you might know him as a Sitecore authority. He is a unique combination of business and technical skills, and I'm lucky enough to work directly with him in Denmark for some time. Today, he is going to introduce us to Discover, the new product discovery platform from Sitecore. And we are lucky to see the first demo of the platform as well. So, Sumit, over to you.
Thank you, Malik. So I heard about Discover when we acquired it, and I was actually talking to Rui, who is our director of product for Discover, around what it meant. So something like a gem which I found within our organization that we have not been talking too much about. So I thought to actually do some collect some materials, build a presentation, and talk to the community about it. I'm not sure how many of you guys are currently here. I can't see the other side of the screen, maybe around 4 to 5 people. But I'll start with what I am. So a bit about me. So I started my career in IT. It's been a while. And I think for me, the biggest pivot was in 2008, where I chose Sitecore for creating a white label banking solution. So basically thinking of Sitecore as a .NET platform that I can use to build banking front office product. And since then, I've been using Sitecore, lots and lots of implementation, around 70 plus digital transformation projects. Then I moved in Sitecore itself as leading services in UK. And then you may see me sprinkling or my teams actually adding stuff from the product point of view from the Sitecore 9 series. So 9 series, a lot of stuff around XP, XConnect, XDB, scalability, Azure stuff. And then I moved into connectors and integrations. And this is where I found when I was looking at integration of our Sitecore products with Discover, what Discover is all about. Hence this particular presentation. Currently, I'm actually PMing for Sitecore CDP, the Boxer product, and also looking into the automation part of that same product. So that's me.
Hey, Sumit, sorry, your voice is a little soft, like, if you can make it a little louder. So
my voice is a bit lower.
Yeah.
Is this better?
When you come, like, forward, I think it is getting better.
All right. Let's do that. Let me quickly check this once if it's actually using the right mic. How can I check that? Yeah. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. I think it's just the distance probably.
Okay, I think I switched my mic, so it should be much clearer.
It's better.
All right, yeah. Okay, so that's me. I wanted to know a little bit more about you guys, but it's around 5 or 6 people in the meeting. So if possible, I would say, could you guys just unmute yourself and talk about where you guys are working? Are you currently using Sitecore products? I know most of you guys are actually working within the Sitecore space. So we got, if someone can unmute Where are you working? Are you currently using Sitecore product? I think what I'm actually looking for is basically what Sitecore product are you currently using? I'm not going to jump into Slido, but just unmute yourself.
I'll go first. This is Himadri Chakraborty. I am VP of Technology in Nistec. We are a Sitecore partner based on Cincinnati. We do we are obviously Sitecore specialist and order cloud and content hub specialized. So we have our clients in those area, and that's the area where I work on, and but no, nothing on this Discover. We have not started anything with that.
Okay, and most of your project are Sitecore 9 above or below. Where are you guys sitting in that space?
Yeah, all 9 and above.
9 and above, that's great. Okay. Anyone else before we move on to the slides?
Sure, I'll go. Kevin Jaman, been working with Sitecore for about 13, 14 years now. Working for Conobos, we're an agency based out in North America. So the Sitecore products, yeah, we're mostly using above 9, XP and XM. We have some clients below 9, but they're in upgrade phases. Most of them we're upgrading them to XM, right? Because that's just the way things are going. In terms of the other products, SXA, JSS, we've been working on some commerce, but we also work on a lot of non-Sitecore composable solutions as well.
Cool. Anyone else, or yeah, there's someone else who just unmuted.
Hey, hi, my name is Nehemia, and I work for EPAM. So my project mostly on Sitecore 10 XP, and we do not use any other products like CDP or Cloud at this time for our projects. Okay,
that's great. Now, I had one more poll in here, which is not refreshing fast enough. It could be the screen share is, I don't know, sometimes it's what happens when you screen share. Yeah, let's move on then, if that is not coming. But I'm still connected to the internet, yeah?
You are, but we see your video, but slide is not in the main window. It's just showing up on the top.
Can you see the slides now?
You are sharing slide. Maulik, is there a problem with the setup?
What is Sitecore Discover slide?
Yeah, what is Sitecore Discover? I can see that, right?
All right. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So yeah, as I said, we're going to talk about the what, why, and how about the Sitecore Discover platform. So what is it? Yeah. So before we acquired a company called before we acquired the company, Gartner actually used to put us in the category of digital commerce search. Yeah. So what happened was within the magic quadrant of Gartner, the criteria kept on changing. So what they were looking for is basically someone who actually can do search and recommendation. And then they started taking off the product listing pages. Yeah. So we were in the commerce search space. Yeah. Which is the intersection of personalization, search engine, digital commerce platform, and DXP. Yeah. But if you think about a particular user, yeah, if a user cannot find a particular product when they're looking for something, yeah, you kind of think that the site is broken. Yeah, I can't find what I came looking for. So in 2001, yeah, Gartner changed what they consider as commerce search, and they decoupled the technology, and we fit very well in that space. So we consider ourselves as a product discovery platform. Yeah. So if you think of a user perspective, as I said, if the user is looking for something, they don't start looking for that on a particular site. They search for that on one of the search engines or someplace outside the website. and then they basically come onto the website. So one of the most important thing for that is basically the SEO, or even the mobile app. They're actually playing around in the mobile app, and they are looking for something, and they end up in the site. So the scope of, from Gartner's point of view, was basically where does Sitecore sit in? And Sitecore sits in digital commerce product discovery space, yeah, which is the mechanism of product discovery that includes search, merchandising, browsing of the catalog, including SEO, as I said, and then finding different product. And on top of it, you are actually doing personalization, testing, and analytics. Yeah. So we optimize all of these pieces in order to help the client to find what they are looking for, which means what is the intention of our customer? Yeah. So what are they currently looking for? Could be that Cam is actually looking for shoes, but not for himself, but for his wife. Yeah. So basically, that is an intention of Cam searching for a product, not as just like when you're saying I'm looking for a shoe. Yeah. So we actually work very well as a platform to understand the shopping intent in the moment versus knowing this is Cam, he likes black shoes, etc., etc. Yeah, that's interesting information, but understanding what his intentions are is basically what the product discovery platform is all about. And we've actually fit in there now after 2001. So when we bought Reflektion, yeah, hence Discover. So I think this is the last time I'm going to say Reflektion. Yeah, when we bought Reflektion, this was where we actually thought the strengths were for this particular platform. So we think ourselves as the system of intelligence that is built on top of your commerce platforms. It can be anything. Hence, also it can be out of cloud. Yeah, so it can be bring your own commerce platform. So on your right hand side, you can see your cloud, Salesforce, Shopify, whatever. Yeah, and then we are the system of intelligence using our CECs. You can actually take the customer and customer profiles and product information. We can build recommendations around it, and we can search, send search, and also render pages. Yeah. So all of these modules, what you see on our wheel, that are powered by the customer and the product profiles, and then they are enhanced by the machine learning and AI algorithms. So how does that fit in the new DXP offering that we do? Yeah, so it fits very well, as it provides the captive buyer with search and merchandising experiences to drive your conversion and loyalty. Yeah. In other words, Discover has all the pieces that is needed for product discovery within the DXP space. Yeah, so hence it's kind of somewhere here in the commerce space. Yeah. And also, if you look into the new architectural stack, yeah, it fits very well within the commerce space, yeah, which is specific experience commerce, which was our old product, or a cloud, and the product discovery platform, which is Discover. Yeah, and it's fundamental piece for you guys to understand and know. You can actually build it on top of Order Cloud, or as I mentioned a few slides ago, it can be built on top of Adobe, Magento, or any other commerce platform. Yeah. Okay, going to the next one. So it is composable. Yeah, so use the system what they are better at. So this is the most essential slide, and I think I'm going to spend a lot of time on this slide. Yeah, and this slide talks a lot about what Discover platform is. Yeah, so if I summarize this, we are headless. Yeah, so our core value is headless. We actually, when we were thinking about building this platform, we were not agnostic of what would be a tech stack we need to actually support. Yeah, we support most of it being headless. Yeah, so you would like to actually power a mobile app or an on-site experience, which is in the store, or a display on an ad, or in an airport, or an IoT device. Yeah, wherever you want to serve products, we can actually work very well because we are headless. So it allows us to have all the products in one place and have the ability to say who is it for, what are the context, what they are looking for, and then bring the product close to what they are. That's the whole idea behind it. So it's omni-channel. The next thing is around identity. Yeah, we don't care about PI, as I said. I don't care who is it Cam, what is he looking for. I mostly care about what their intention is with the product. Yeah, so you can actually send PI information to the platform. We know how to handle it. We are CCPA and GDPR compliant. And for us, the main idea is to actually serve the product that you're looking for, rather than thinking about it. Adds more value to it, but it's not about the personalization that we are thinking of. It's like, if you like black, or if you are in US, this is a particular product that you are interested in. So it adds value to it, but it's not the only thing that we actually use. Then we actually are a bit more transparent with our AI, which helps the merchandisers to understand what we are actually returning to their customers. Yeah, so you can actually diagnose it. Yeah, so you can look into different behaviors, and we have tools within the platform that can help them understand or interpret what the customers are seeing, and they can build new algorithms. They can actually do a split test, and then understand if the behaviors are changing, or if people are actually looking at the products they want to ship. And if not, they can actually do a bit more A/B test. Yeah, and the tool is, and I'm going to show you the tool. How does that work? Yeah, on a very high level. And then we give more visibility to the business users. Yeah, about how they are generating revenue. It's not about just shipping products out there. Yeah, it's basically how does a particular product generate revenue, and what they need to do to actually improve on that. Yeah, so we have integrated commerce analytics for categories, products, keywords, what people are looking for, etc., etc. Then we went deeper, which not many of the people have gone. Yeah, which is the commerce within this space, which is sub-segmentation. Yeah, which means buy online, pick up in store. So you can actually give us feed, and the real-time feed is stored within our system. Yeah, so you can actually give us a feed about what is the level of inventory in the stores, so people can actually engage with the online experience and then quickly go in and pick up in store. Yeah, so it's that thing that I would like to get the product now rather than waiting for a few days for shipment. Okay. We support B2B, and I think there are certain examples in my slides that we can quickly go through. And then as many of our products, yeah, we support internalization and multi-locale. Yeah. So the last one is kind of interesting. I don't know how many of you guys have. I've seen this fitment to parts dependency. So we support fitments, which means that if you have bought in a particular product, yeah, let's say a car, and you are looking for the mirrors, yeah, so we can actually we enable that. That once you sold a particular product, if are there other aftermarket parts that you can actually offer to your customers. So, okay, if you have a car, these are the parts for it that you can use. So that's also supported by the platform. Okay. So I'm gonna go a bit more deeper into the flywheel that you saw and go through different slices of the product features. Yeah, so a bit more deeper into that. One more, take up, sorry. Yeah, so for us, the customer profile and products are at the center. Yeah, and then AI. Yeah. And all the other modules all are managed with our customer engagement console, CEC. In other words, we are actually using the machine to optimize your conversion, and convert that into, convert those visits into dollars. So the platform is rooted in premise with the current shopper's purchase intent, which means what is the intention of the customer, and that will generate some real-time opportunity for you, as a merchandiser. So we continuously optimize and build these, because we are good in commerce. We optimize and tweak the algorithms, the rules. Then we help merchandiser with their targeting and split testing. And then you can actually continuously create, modify, or iterate through those algorithms within the system using this customer engagement console. So we have, again, as we have been a commerce platform, we have already inbuilt, pre-built strong on-demand analytics available, so that the merchandiser can spot trends that are impossible for people to think about, or use a BI tool. And also we have other capabilities like, and as I said, BOPIS, buy online, pay in store, or fulfillment, or fitment. Then we have this thing around time product availability. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what time product availability is, because it's a bit unique. So if you have a fairly new product and you said, okay, I have a product which is going to be launched in August, you can actually time that when you have it in our system to be published or released during that particular time. So most of the systems don't have that capability where it says, okay, I'm actually adding all the product in the system and I would like to just make it available after a particular time. So that's time product availability. So our workbench can help the merchandiser to actually look into those products, add capabilities to the products, and then release it when it is available. Then there are interesting use cases around that, which means that if there is different products that are already popular and you are actually pushing that onto your commerce website, how would you actually boost these products, which are just available? So just released a Nike shoe, and then Nike Air has always been very popular. So it actually then also enables our merchandiser to boost these products, to bring it in front so it can collect the same juice as the other products is collected, and then compete with each other to actually get those eyeballs. So that's around the whole idea behind time product availability and the rules that merchandiser can use. So you can actually boost them throughout the system. Then you can actually do, as I said, B2B, which means you can have a single global account, and then multiple accounts for different regions. Merchandiser can do A/B multivariate testing, and finally, content as a service. So something we actually are not pushing too much because now we are in the DXP space. But once you have content, you can actually use that as a service, as a headless service for creating your own website. So how does it work? Oops. So you have the product information and the visitor information. You feed that into the Discover platform, and then you actually use it on any of your channels. So online product for this with display and personalization. So I'm going to go through each one of them. How did this happen? So that's you feeding that information within Discover platform, and then you taking it out. And then it's a two-way conversation. So you're actually taking online product for display and also doing personalization with it. And personalization is not the same as what I said, black, 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 black. It's the intention of your end user. So we take the feed, yeah, so that's our feed ingestion process, as a flat file. This file includes product, category, and catalog. And if needed, additional offline sales feeds. As I said, we support inventory. So people can actually say, okay, in this particular location, I have an inventory, so I can actually apply the buy online and pick up in store functionality. It can be dropped full or interim, yeah, or intraday onto as FTP. Some initial tagging happens. We cleanse the product data. So we understand the categories, the taxonomy, the nature of the products that you are feeding in. Our engine actually has the ability to understand the similarities between the products. We also have a machine learning, machine vision that actually goes in and looks for things like colors and the color similarities. We have different algorithms for that. So you don't have to do it. Yes, it's all part of the system. Yep. These can actually help us to build the product detail pages around, the similar categories and similar tags. So categories is something that we can actually understand ourselves. You don't have to feed in, because we can say, okay, these are shirts, or these are shoes, or these are socks, and so and so. Yeah, so that we actually can understand that from the feed that is being fed in using our own algorithms. Yeah. And we build our own online catalog. After that, this online catalog is indexed. Yeah. And that is actually served as different modules from the system. So one of the common one is the search module. Then we have recommendations. We have pages like category, collection, some landing pages, etc., etc. Yeah. So for us, a catalog is just products that are supposed to be for a particular category. Yeah. So don't actually have to feed in that. Yeah, we can integrate that. We can do automatically translating of the products into different catalogs. Okay, so you give us the raw product data, and then we build those experiences using those the data that you sent us. Yeah. I spent a good amount of time on that slide just because I want, that is the key, like how does it work? Yeah, like do I have to do something? And the thing that you have to do is basically send us the product data and we'll figure it out. Now, the real thing is basically for you guys. Yeah, most of us, you guys are developers or in the space right now. Is how does it work? Yeah.
So Sumit, can I ask questions at this time, or we should wait?
Let's make it a bit more engaging then. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Like, you said, it kinds of figures out the product relationship, and like, so is there any way to actually see that, and in a way that I was just thinking, like, it may not be 100% correct, right? And is there a way to correct it, or how that works?
Definitely, there are ways to do. So because we have been in the commerce space for the last 12-15 years, when I say we, like, Discover platform or Reflektion platform, yeah, we have mostly seen all the use cases. So this AI ML algorithm behind us, which is the Reflektion tagger, I think we still have to rename a lot of our products downstream. Yeah, the Reflektion tagger actually can understand and tag those products accordingly. And because it is a commerce specialized product, we can do that very easily. Yeah.
So does it actually use its, like, a set of data that it actually harvested already, and it has that knowledge, and basically it can build this relationship?
Yeah. So for instance, a t-shirt is a t-shirt with sizes large, small, la, la, la. So if you understand it's a product with a product type of a t-shirt, then it cannot automatically do all of that tagging within the space. Yeah, and also it actually what you said in the end gives merchandiser a flexibility to add more tags to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. So how to, I'm gonna click. How long have, yeah, we are 34 minutes in. Yep. So how to use it as a developer? Yeah. So here are our online personalization options. Yeah. We have from left to right. Left is fastest to deploy, and right is as a partner, as a customer, you have the most control of that. Yeah. So the simplest one is basically no code, which is JavaScript component. It is optimized for JavaScript, yeah, and it is performance optimized for JavaScript. Fast to implement. It does not need much of a setup effort. We have pre-built components for that, which means there's not much of a dev effort also. That also means that you have limited control on the UX. You're actually using pre-built JavaScript component. And then it's not available for all on-site experience. I'm going to talk about on-site experience in the next slide. It's not available for on-site experiences. Yeah. The next option that you have is basically hosted pages. It's not for all. Yeah, it's an extension to the JavaScript system. But it's available for the PLP and LP. Anyone here who understands what is PLP and LP in the commerce space?
Yeah, it's the list page, product list page,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So product listing page and the listing pages. Yeah. So you have product listing pages and listing pages modules, which means we are hosting the pages. Yeah, that's what it's called as hosted pages. It needs some setup effort. Yes, you need to do some setup, not a lot of coding. Yeah, but this is like I'll show you in CC. It's just setup. No dev work. Yeah, but again, because we are hosting those pages, which are already pre-skeletoned, you have limited control over the UX. The next one is basically what even the Play Summit demo, if you guys have seen that, are using the JavaScript SDK. It was just recently released as a thing. Yeah, a few months ago. You can download the NPM package and then you can copy paste the code, build it yourself. It has built-in API request and response integration. We have all the widgets event already integrated, okay, which I'll explain what does that mean. You have a bit more control of the UX because it's a JavaScript SDK, so you can actually create UX around what you want to do, and it's available for all on-site experiences. The last is APIs, yeah, which means as simple as a headless API, yeah, pure headless. You can simply build your own widgets, yeah, and then integrate API request. So you are in charge of figuring out what to send, what event to send. As I said, in this case, we have widgets available for you to just use. In this case, you literally would also be building the widgets, which means all the events for the widgets you have to also plug in yourself. Yeah. So it completely depends where you stand or what customers do you have. You can actually have customers who says, I would like to try Discover. I heard about it and now you guys know about it. Yeah, hopefully. What's the fastest way to get it? And I think one of the suggestions would be to say, okay, you can do some part of your website, yeah, using Discover. And even if they're a Shopify site, they can actually engage with Discover. As I said, you can take the feed from Shopify, put it in Discover, and have the components on the website just working with the JavaScript components. Or if you have time, you go full blown, API with components, etc., etc. The Play Summit demo, if you guys have are looking at it or have seen it, actually uses the JavaScript SDK. Okay. And we would like to push that going forward. Yeah, so APIs and SDK, so JavaScript SDK and APIs would be the way forward. So what does it mean by components, events, etc., etc.? Yeah. So I mentioned something about experiences. Yeah, and again, most of you guys are from the Sitecore world. Yeah, so it is very easily to picture this now. Yeah. So so here are the things that we support. When I was talking about relating that to the old CMS world, yeah, these are different pages. Yeah, so experience is imagining it's a page or a component. Yeah, in a CMS. So previous search is an experience. It's not a page, yeah, because it's just could be a top bar component. It's a widget called as previous search widget. And the different options that's available with that experience is a first click suggest. Yeah, so you're actually just typing in and it auto completes, or you get suggested categories. Yeah, so you're typing in black a Nike and you're actually getting shoes as a category for that. Yeah, so that is already out of the box supported with this preview search widget experience. Yeah, so I'm just mentioning. Similarly, I'm not going to go through each one of them, but quickly going to run through that. Then you have the full page search, yeah, which is, you know, someone actually hit blah 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 .com/search, and then that's a full page, which contains a widget called a search result. It actually has its own URL, which is a full page search URL, and actually also supports facets. We have then landing pages, which is a search result. And we can also add a recommendation widget. Yeah, so that's a landing page composed of the widget. You have hard filters or facets in those landing pages. So this is a particular landing page for, again, back to shoes. So you can actually say that the filters available for a search, shoe search landing page is has filters and facets for shoes. Yeah. Doesn't make sense to actually add sizes like large, medium, small, because that's t-shirts. You can then have categories, home page, collection page, cart page, node result, and product detail page. Yeah, and some of them have URLs. Yeah. And I'm just going to quickly talk about recipes. What does that mean? Is for homepage, because it's a recommendation widget that you're adding to a homepage. Homepage, it's in, yeah, if I compare that with CMS, because the crowd looks like CMS crowd here, it's rules. Yeah, so you're building different rules, which are recipes, yeah, to serve that recommendation for on homepage. Yeah, so that's what it means. And then HP, CP, NR, and these are URLs that we build on fly. Yeah, so homepage URL, cart page URL, and no result page URL. And these are the widgets that you can compose, you know, if I think about composability onto those pages. Yeah. Okay. So as a big picture, how does it work? So if this is clear to you, we have a home page. And what we are trying to do is we are trying to add maybe suggest widget. Now, if you notice, you know, maybe again back to Cam. Cam's looking for his shoes for his girlfriend or partner, and we kind of understand that he's actually looking for a. So Cam likes black, but he's looking for a beige shoe. Yeah. So if you see, like, this particular shoe is a bit different than the other ones. Yeah. So this is a recommendation widget, and there could be different rules that have been attached so that we understand the intent of this particular user and serve the relevant thing that is likely to be clicked when he's looking for something. Yeah, too many words, but that's what I'm trying to convey here. So we have the homepage. As I said, it has its own URL. We are trying to add, and this is not new for us. Yeah, we come from the CMS world, so we know that it's composed with multiple components. Yeah, so that's the recommendation widget, maybe suggest widget. We made a request to that thing, and the response we got the widget itself. And all of that has been designed in the CEC, Customer Engagement Console. While we did that, yeah, I can understand that, okay, I served this particular beige shoe to Cam. Yeah. So we actually start sending back the analytics events to Discover server. If still reflection will take some time for us to change that. So we send that to the server, that these are the product that appeared and these are the product that was clicked. Cam, if he understood, if he was logged in, yeah, what did he do? Did he click on it? What are the user information, etc., etc. So these, as I said, if we actually use pre-built widgets provided by Discover, these events are out of the box. Otherwise, you have to plug this in. Yeah, so these are the analytics events. Just to describe it a bit more, yeah, we are on the search result page. Someone searched for a shirt. Yeah, these products appeared. Yeah, so we're actually sending an appear. So if someone clicked on it, we now know that they are actually a bit more interested in this white shirt. Yeah, so Camel likes white. So we're gonna start pushing a bit more content to Cam around that particular preference he has. Yeah. And all of that is done by a cookie. Yeah, so same thing, reflection ID 7, and then that is being pushed back. So I think it's come on, next. Can you guys still see me or hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay. That's my screen got stuck. So yeah, I think I covered this. Yeah, and there's another example was the product listing page. Yeah, so first is the home page. Second one was the search result page, and the third is the product listing page. And product listing page has the search result widget, which is this one. Yeah, where I'm actually listing dresses. Yeah, and the same thing, and we're sending these events back to the server. Okay. So as an example, what can you guys see right now? Still the presentation?
Yeah, I can see the, now you have, I see the Chrome.
Okay. What was I looking for? I was looking for SKETCHE. Yeah, sketches. Now I have to literally do this specific. So Sketchers uses the Reflektion platform, but I have to say Sketchers USA because the one in UK does not. Yeah. So if you look in when I search for Sketchers, so my intention when I'm looking for a shoe right now is my intention is to buy a memory foam shoe. Yep. So I went onto the webs on Google. I didn't even start on the website, and I said Sketcher USA memory foam. I got my result here, and if you notice the URL here, it actually is a Sketcher Reflektion memory foam. It's big enough for you guys to see. Yeah. Oops, too big. Yeah. So Sketcher Reflektion. So this is a Reflektion hosted page for Sketchers. When I go to that, what it has done behind the scene is basically this. It actually made a request to the search page. Yeah. Memory foam shoes. This is the search widget, yeah, that they wanted to present. Okay, with the facets, etc., being served by Reflektion. So all of this page is built by Reflektion. Okay, so that's an example of what it can do. Yeah, and
so how it actually shows up in the site? Is it iframe or it's just a response back from?
So these are the ways to integrate.
So
Yeah.
I guess in this case, it's actually the second one, right? Hosted page.
It could be any. Yeah? It could be a JavaScript component.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's a back page and then in between. So nowadays, what I think of composability and everything else is basically your browser is a whole, and you can feed things from different places onto your browser. Yeah. So The top bar, let's say this was the React app. On the top bar, they have their own menu, but in between, they're actually saying, okay, I'm going to start getting things. Yeah? So making a request. Let's say this was a request. Yeah, making a request for the memory form. Yeah, and then all of that came from Reflektion, from Discover. Need to correct myself. Okay, so most of you guys have not seen the Reflektion console. I spoke about the Reflektion console. So let's just quickly look into what does that look like. Have you been to this space before?
I'm not.
Nope, nope. Okay, so that's the Reflektion URL. I'm actually right now on a God mode. Yeah, so I can see many different customers. Don't want to actually break any of them. So just going to, what do you call, float around them, but not change anything. Yeah. So that's the dashboard. As I said, we actually are heavy analytics based. Yeah. So as a merchandiser, I can see all the analytics. Yeah. Yeah, so I think the first thing I would like to show you guys is the product. Yeah, so you can actually upload CSV, yeah, using that, and that is how you can import all the products, etc. Yeah, you can also manage the products specifications. Yeah, so like, you know, different products, where is it coming from, etc., etc. What else? So that's the administration side of it. Yeah, I think I mentioned something around domains. So I think it was the question from Hima. The way they have done it is basically they proxied the domain. Yeah, and so blah 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 website, yeah, the company and the domain, yeah, coming from them. Then as a developer, I think I told you guys, yeah, I told you guys as a developers, you can actually try them out using the API console. Yeah, just like our Auto Cloud platform. I don't want to go in there because I saw some keys in there. So the keys are all available for developers to use it. Then you can be specific about what are you importing. So products, so these are the products that got imported. Yeah, the name, the SKUs, the price, etc., etc. So someone can actually also on top of it edit it and also understand the performance of a particular product. Yeah, so analytics, etc., are available within the space. Okay, now I talked about performance of different products and how does it appear. So we give the flexibility for the merchandiser to change things, you know, how the machine learning algorithm is behaving behind the scenes. Yeah, so as we know that there are different types of widget, like how many times this particular product appeared on these widgets, etc., etc. Okay, so currently it appears only on the full page search widget, yeah, because people are searching for a particular shoes and appears there. And what happened to that? Yeah, how many people looked into that? How many people purchased it, etc. Yeah, and how is it performing? How is it performing? Okay, so that's my 40 minutes of talking. Let me quickly jump into the experiences. Yeah, so experiences are pages, as I said before. Yeah, so you can actually create an experience or a page, yeah, by saying create page. Let's look at the search page, the page that we landed up when we search for the memory foam shoes. Yeah, so that's the full page experience. You, as a merchandiser, I mentioned that the platform have a capability to do multiple variants of a particular page. Yeah, so this is one of the variants. of the particular page. The page then have recipes or rules, if I convert that into Sitecore terminology. Yeah, so that's a particular rule. What merchandiser is currently looking at is basically exactly what the end user will be seeing, the result. Yeah, so result of this particular shoes. Then I talked about timely available product. Yeah, so suppose this product was just added or will be added in August. Yeah, so you can actually add that into the feed and then you can bury that for some time. Yeah, so boosting rules and bury rules are already within the reach of a merchandiser. Yeah, so this is what they're saying that was imported in the product feed. Yeah, and they can actually bury or boost the product. They want to actually, let's say that they want to boost something else here, a sandal. Yeah, so let me just search for a sandal, SAND. Yeah. So real-time search within the platform, and you can actually boost it, move it here. Yeah, so that's the first result everyone is going to see, because let's say that we got a huge shipment of the woman reggae Caribbean sandal. Yeah, and we want to ship it. Yeah, we want to show it on every page where someone is actually on our website. Yeah, so we want to push that. So we can actually do that. And then if you see, we can actually pin it also here. So this will always appear. So it gives a lot of flexibility to the merchandiser to boost, bury, pencil in for different types of search results. Yeah. I will leave the next 5 minutes for questions or anything else now.
So, Sumit, how much of it actually integrated with Order Cloud?
Again, the question is kind of correct and wrong. The feed. Yeah, so if you have Order Cloud, you just feed everything with Discover and then start using it.
Right. So the feed was, will there be any sort of like, you know, code provided or something, or is the partner, they will actually create that integration?
So when I was looking at that from an integration point of view, that was something which I was planning to build as a product, but it looks like it's not needed because it's just a flat CSV. So export all the product as a flat CSV and then import it. The only thing that we were looking at is basically where will that be? Yeah, and because a lot of our customers have preferences that they would like to create functions themselves or host it. So it's like a task, yeah, which has to run either interim. I think I mentioned that in one of the slides here. Like someone has to build this process, yeah. So extract that out of Order Cloud and then feed it in. Yeah.
Is there, so it can only be done through file. There is no API or anything. I thought that JavaScript SDK is actually something, is not that for that purpose.
So this is for you guys to actually use the components available. Yeah. Yeah. So to actually, so you have Order Cloud, which contains your products. Then you got Discover that can actually host these pages for you. Yeah. Which contains a preview search, a full page search, a landing page search, all of these ones. Yeah. So what you are using Discover for is basically that whole product discovery capability. Yeah, like the example which I showed around Sketchers. Yeah. So all of that, it's a commerce site. Yeah. All of that. So this could be your CMS, but this component, yeah, is coming from Discover. Yeah. Category can come from Discover. This your CMS. When you actually click on that, yeah, shoes, this is now coming from Discover, which is a PLP, product listing page. Yeah. all of these values, medium, size, and everything else, it's faceted within the Discover platform. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys here. So when we were on the sandal page, we are, let's see, I need to go one level back. Cancel. So the facets are automatically done. Yeah. So the keywords and everything else. And as I said, these are the pages that we are. So yeah, women's technology, comfort technology, massage fit. Yeah. So that's a page that has been redirected from the search here. Yeah. To this page. Yeah.
Okay. So those 4 pillars are really to integrate with the website.
Yeah.
And if we want to push product data, we have only option is actually upload the text file, CSV file.
CSV files. Yeah. Just take an extract
Okay.
of from your PIM or wherever things are and just keep on pushing it back. There may be APIs. So I think the last slide which I have is basically that. Learn more. We actually recently updated the doc site. Yeah, so doc.sitecore.com/discover. And then the SDK, and I think there's a code sandbox which actually shows you the page itself. How do you build a particular page? Yeah, in Discover using JavaScript. Yeah, so that's a full page search. So once you actually use the SDK, you can then kind of mock a website. Yeah, and these are the categories, and these are the products coming from Discover. Yeah, so that's already
little code.
Yeah, that's already there for you, and it uses a div, and then it uses the components, and that's a product listing component or a search component, etc. So that's also in here for you guys to look into. So as I said, that's it's a long one. That's the end of part 1. There is part 2 where I actually go a bit more deeper into how Discover actually uses all the AI, ML capabilities, etc., to serve you these things. Can be done today, can be done next time. So let me know if you want to know a bit more about the internals of each and every features. So that's all for me for now, if not.
Yeah, I think this is good for today because we have to actually absorb this also. And also, we are just over 1 hour.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it in 1 hour, but this is awesome. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think, Maulik?
Yeah, this looks pretty awesome. We can have a round 2 next time.
That's great, guys. As I said, round 2 is a bit more deeper. I felt like a lot of people don't even know this much. So otherwise, I could just keep on talking for the next 3-4 hours. So as one more thing, I want to put it out there for your audience is what comes in mind now when you think of Discover, or if you would like to get access to the platform. Why do you want that? Would be a question. And if you need it, let me know, or let Rui know. I put his slide here, and we can actually give you guys access to the platform, so you can try it out yourself, and then push it, like show some examples out there. So that's Rui, and then that's myself. So just let me know. I would be happy to give you guys access to the platform.
Definitely. I like to have access. I mean, we are exploring Order Cloud, and we are a e-commerce implementer also. So this will be great to explore. Thank you.
Super. Any other questions? Any other last words? Anyone?
No, nothing from my side, Sumit, but just one question, that how I can request for the access to this portal.
send me an email. Yeah, spd@sitecore.net. I hope my email is here. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna make the shorter version of that email and I'll forward it to the team. Yeah, SPD. Just let us know what is in your mind when you're asking for the access. What do you want to do? Do you want to try it out, or do you want to understand a bit more about the platform capability, or do you have some existing customers who are looking for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my email.
Yeah. Thank you, Sumit.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for this, and I will definitely organize the next one, and sooner the better, I think, because this is just awesome stuff to learn.
Yeah, let me know if your availability, etc., and if that time suits, I'll jump in and go a bit more deeper into that.